Hey guys, it is Michelle, and as you can guess, we are finally getting a chance to talk about, I don't get to do these talking videos very often, but my New Year's resolutions. Now, just to start off, because I know a lot of people say this, they go, New Year, New Me. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think the person who you are is bad. You know, but I always think that there's room for improvement, so I say New Year, better me. So look for ways of improving yourself, because don't, my theory is, don't belittle yourself like that, because that's exactly what you're doing, say new you, new me, because now you're insinuating the person that you are is bad, and that's not the case. So think of it, new you, better me. That's how I like to think of it, because you know, you're fabulous. You are. And you shouldn't feel that way. But there's always room for improvement, and there's always reasons to work towards a goal. And that's what New Year's resolutions are for, which is what I like. So, I do have a few this year. First one being, I want to tone my body more. Not necessarily lose weight, although I wouldn't be upset if I lost a couple pounds. But what I want to do is, I want to work on my muscle mass. And, you know, just tone up a little bit in areas. Particularly my arms and my abdomen area, just to tighten things a little bit. Just for my own, it's not that I don't feel comfortable in my own skin, but I would feel better, you know? Everybody has that thing about themselves that they don't like, and I would just feel better to, you know, I don't want to say get back in shape, because I do work out, not as much as I really want to, because I've been doing a lot of crazy things lately, but, you know, work on it consciously more, and I'm working with people now that are on that same mindset, so that makes it a little bit easier, which is great. So, you know, working on toning and stuff like that, and talking about different ways of doing it, and just a healthier body. I want to also work on my joints. I've noticed that sometimes in my knees, and maybe it's from wearing the shoes that I wear, I don't know, but I do know that's common in my family to end up with weak knees, and I want to find ways of strengthening those areas, especially your joints, because especially as you get older, those are the areas that seem to deteriorate. So I want to see if I can find exercises or start taking vitamins or stuff like that to work on those particular issues. Kind of like, I don't know, not necessarily combating the clock, but you know, take care of my body in the best way I can, so that I mean, it could happen, you know, we don't know the future. I don't want to end up being one of those older women, you know, when I'm an elderly person, that it hurts to move, or I'm not as mobile as I used to, which it does happen, but I've met people who are both I've met people in their 70s who are more agile than I am, and then I met some that can't walk. They need one of those little ride-on carts, or they need canes, and I don't want, if I can prevent it, I want to try, you know? So I want to try to work on staying healthy and fit, and keeping my body in the utmost that it can, and trying to drink more water, you know, all those kinds of things that keep a body healthy and happy. That's what I'm working on as far as myself. As far as other goals go, because, you know, you have goals for yourself, goals for, you know, smoking or this and that, which I don't smoke, for, oh my God, how many years now? Long time. But anyway, regardless of that, my other goal is, like with my shoes, I've looking through a lot of them, and some of them are old and falling apart, like, but I have trouble letting them go because they're old and I can't find those styles anymore, probably for good reasons. But some of them need to go. Or, you know, I have to update a little bit. And that's same with my wardrobe as well. I'm going through some of my pieces that I have, and I'm realizing that it's not something that I'm going to wear anymore. And I've been doing that, what I like to do. And I've been doing it for about a month or so now, because a lot of the clothing, like, statistically speaking, ends up in landfills. And that's a no-go. That's no good. We don't need any more we don't need any more stuff in the landfills. I almost cursed there. Sorry. I know I've done before, but so if I can't give to somebody that I know, or sometimes I'll put things on like Listia or eBay, other pieces, because I do have a lot, and just to list it all would be crazy. I donate. So I have a box that I keep in my bedroom, and I'll try something on. If I just don't feel it, I'll put it in that box. Or if I come across it and I was like, well, I know I'm not going to wear that again, or I'll just try it on just to see how I like it. If I don't like it, if I just don't like the way it fits, it goes in the box. And I have a box of stuff now that, it's actually, I have to do that this week. I have a box that I need to bring and donate down the road. So, working on stuff like that, and just working on, I don't call it reinventing, but like just wearing clothes that, because I have stuff from high school, and I mean, I do wear a lot of my stuff from high school still, but there's certain pieces that aren't, I don't want to say they're on trend, but they're just like shirts that say, you know, don't underestimate the power of a princess. It's not cute at my age anymore. You know, when you're 16 or 17, you think it's cute and it's fabulous. That's fun and all, and, you know, it fits the age. It doesn't really fit me anymore. It's just, I put it on. I have a few t-shirts that are cute, that are, you know, like, along those lines, but some of them I'm like, I'm a little too old for this kind of thing. It's just not me anymore, you know, like, because we all grow as humans. It just happens through life, you know, you go through experiences and you change. So some of these things just, it's just not me anymore. So I'm just going through those kinds of things and just clearing out things that I won't need or don't want anymore, and give them to people who do need them, which is, you know, what's important is giving back. So that's part of it, and like going through the shoes and getting some newer ones and stuff like that, because it's nice to get new things too. But I'm looking at my collection, and a lot of them are falling apart. It's like, really, I can't, some of them are so falling apart now, I'm looking at them now, that I can't even wear them to work anymore, because they're just that bad. So I need to upgrade those. Consciously upgrade, because I haven't been doing that. And then next is, I got two other things. More with YouTube. I've been trying to come up with like a plan as far as like what I want to do. I got a lot of requests from you guys to do certain videos, which I do plan on. I want to make it so that there's at least every 2 days a fashion video. I want to do a makeup video. I haven't done toy videos in a long time, because, I mean, this channel is a little bit of everything. It has changed a little bit over the years, but I want it to still be, you know, here's a toy review, here's a fashion video, here's, you know, makeup, because I've had a few of you actually request makeup tutorials, and I actually do have a light now that I can do that with, which I'm excited. I just have to figure out where I'm setting that up, because I am changing my room that I film in now as my art studio, and I've done a tour of it. However, now, with all of the stuff, with all of the lighting, and with all of my, you know, my tripod, and my easel, and all that, there's like no room. So I really need to move the area. I have a room in particular that I'm working on to get that set up so that it would be more ideal for filming, so that we can do more fashion, so we can do more makeup stuff, and I really am looking forward to doing that. I want to do something different that I haven't seen. I may try filming one tomorrow since I'm off. I think it'd be fun. It's going to be like story time with shoes. I want to do, if you're on my Facebook page, you know I mentioned it, because I wanted to see how you guys thought, and a lot of you thought it would be a fun idea as well, where I'll take a pair of shoes, I put them on, and, you know, show you the shoe, and I talk a little bit about it, and give you the story behind it, and kind of like some memories with the shoe, because I think that'd be fun. Just like, it's like, oh, here's my Steve Madden, and it's like, oh, that's a really cute shoe, but what, you know, the purpose behind it. And I thought that would be kind of an interesting idea as well. Just a different spin on things, you know? Plus, I want to show you guys more of the things I create, because I've had a few of you that asked me, well, what about your Etsy store? What about your eBay store? I'll show you one thing that I have right here. This is actually one of my first pieces that I did like this, and I am working on more. This is what I keep my paintbrushes in, and some, these are little glass flowers, you can see. But I upcycled this jar. You can see there's like little lips and stuff on it. It's super fun, super cute. And I have all kinds of styles, very different but beautiful. And so I'm working on getting the pictures done for these so I can sell them on my Etsy shop and on eBay. So if you guys would be interested in some of these, I may even start posting pictures of them on my Instagram. If you aren't following me on Instagram, it's the same name as I am on here. Put it on Instagram, you'll find me. And yeah, so if that's something you want to see them more, let me know. Maybe I could even do like the pictures thing on Instagram and post a price. And if you want to, you can just message me on Instagram. What do you guys think? You see there's like even little like hearts in there. I have so many different types. I have trinket jars and stuff that I've created. And like they're really cute and fun. And it's a way of, sorry guys, probably got a boob in the vase. I do apologize. It's just a fun way of recycling, and they're so pretty, and you know, it's just something nice to have. So that's the other thing that I'm working on, is like working more with YouTube and getting things situated with my shops. And yeah, that's it actually, because I was gonna say my closet, but they're pretty much organized. I've been working on that for quite some time, like I said, with the donating and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been really exciting this year. This past year was very interesting. I really don't even know how to describe it, other than it taught me a lot. And what I mean by that is, we went through some, like, I don't want to say struggles, but there was like times where it was a little bit rougher than the norm. And I gotta say, I've been very fortunate, because there always seemed, whenever I came to one of those moments where I was like, how am I going to do this? There was a person there, or was somebody there to like snap me back into where I needed to be, which was great. Like, Joey had a car accident, and thankfully he was okay. Car was completely totaled. And I remember he was freaking out. It's like, what are we going to do? Because our hours were very, very drastically different. He was doing overnights, and I do, you know, kind of like a 9 to 5, sort of-ish. So I was like, well, we'll make it work. We'll figure this out. You know, if I have to get up at midnight to bring you to work and whatnot, I'll be tired, but I'll make it work. Well, it went through no fault, so that he ended up getting a rental until we were able to get him a new vehicle, so that was great. But, you know, there was like other things that happened along the way where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't make it through. And then I'd bang into somebody and realize who was going through something much worse than my own. I'm like, things aren't always that bad, and it was nice. It's horrible. I know, what I'm about to say sounds horrible, but sometimes you need to be reminded, you know, things can always be worse. And it put me back into that mindset. It's like, you know what, Michelle? Yeah, it stinks right now, but it's okay. It can be worse. You're going to survive this. This is a learning experience. And just keep going. Just keep moving forward. That's like the best advice that I can give anybody. Because there were days where I wasn't sure, and there was always somebody there to either remind me or just to put my head back in the game. Because when you're not there in your mind, it doesn't matter the situation. It's not going to end well. So I always had somebody there. I always had a friend there that was like, hey, come on, focus. So it was good. And just being able to do that, it's very important, because even when you go through something hard, we've gone through some bad times, you need to keep your head in the game, and that can be difficult. It can be very difficult, I know. You just kind of have to step back from the situation and breathe and think, like, what do I need to do to survive? What do I need to do? So, just like point blank little things. Okay, we need this, or we need a roof over our head, or we need food. Like, you have to think of your basics first. Anything extra, that's great. We'll work on that later, but need to survive first. Take care of your basic needs first. So, going through that, you know, it teaches you a lot, and your perspective changes. But this year we were kind of like teetering there for a while, and it was great having that backbone. Because it could always be worse, it could always be better. That's why you keep moving forward. Kind of like that, was it Meet the Robinsons? They kept using that term, keep moving forward. But it's so true. You gotta keep moving forward. But you gotta find your inner strength. You gotta pick yourself up, because you can go one of two ways. You can either become a victim, or you can become a survivor. And that's where the choice is made. There's something on Facebook that I saw where it talks about two sons that grew up in an alcoholic environment. And the one son became an alcoholic and a drug addict. And they asked him, well, why? Well, I learned from my father. And then they went to the other boy who went to school, who worked hard. And he ended up becoming like, you know, a successful businessman. And they're like, well, how did you do this? Well, I learned from my father. So it's all about perception. And I think that's very important, especially like if you look at it in that sense. You can either go one way or the other. It's all up to you. So that definitely helped. And we're bouncing again. So we're going to have to cut this short again because my camera hates me. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching and listening. And let me know your New Year's resolutions. I know this is a little late coming out, but like I said, my best friend got married. And it's been crazy, but fun and amazing. And I love her so much. I love her. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.